Hey, film dorks, what's going on? City Lights is a 1931 comedy written, produced, directed, and starring Charlie Chaplin, along with Virginia Cherrill and Harry Myers. Chaplin's famous tramp character meets and falls in love with a blind girl who mistakes him for a rich man. Rather than correct her, he decides to go along with her assumptions. But when the tramp hears of a doctor in Vienna who's curing blindness in poor people for free, he resolves to do whatever he can to help the young woman see again. So I absolutely love this movie. I mean, it is the funniest comedy I have seen all year. Yeah, you can thank my wife for that one. Every single piece of this movie is so meticulously thought out and pieced together. Chaplin was an absolute genius when it comes to devising gags and when it comes to comedic timing. There's this incredible boxing match between Chaplin and another character. The way they weave around each other and all these gags get worked in with the bell and with them dancing around the ref and everybody switching places. And at the same time, there's such a sad and sweet edge to it. We get to see the poverty the blind girl lives in with her grandmother. There's a lot of time and attention spent to just how miserable the tramp is. And so you really feel for these characters. And then the ending, I'm not going to give anything away, no spoilers, but the ending gets me every time. This was Chaplin, unfettered, unsupervised, no limits. He just went out and made the movie he wanted to make, and it's genius. Chaplin's achievements here are even more remarkable when you consider the fact that this movie came out in 1931. At this point, talkies were taking over the world. Chaplin absolutely hated talking pictures. He was sure that this was a temporary thing and that the art he had worked in for decades at this point, the silent film, would live on. He did make some acquiescences to the time, but really, it was his attempt to say, no, this is what cinema is, and this is a hill I will die on. The other thing that's interesting, if you go into this knowing how Chaplin felt about the talkies, is that there are a lot of jabs at sound pictures. The inciting incident of the picture is the blind girl confusing the tramp for a rich man because of sounds she hears while she's interacting with him. First of all, these sounds are misleading sounds. They give her this idea that isn't an accurate picture of who she's talking to. But the other thing to keep in mind is that we don't actually hear these sounds. They may be the most important thing in this entire story, but Chaplin leaves them out of the picture. And if that's not a statement of Chaplin's position on the uselessness of sound in movies, I don't know what is. I guess I should probably give this thing a rating. I give City Lights, let's say 4 out of 5 potatoes. Guys, thank you so much for watching, as always. Have you seen City Lights? What do you think of it? Or what is your favorite silent film? Let me know down there. As we roll forward into 2022, I hope everyone's staying safe, happy, and well. See you on the flip side. Now we just wait for me to burp.